Start the recording. So, hello everyone, and welcome to Coffee Club episode 1. I am Pooja, your host, and we'll be hosting it. We'll have a series of this happening in multiple episodes. So, stay tuned for the upcoming episodes. And I would like to introduce the panelists here. First of all, our guest invitee, Dr. Deepak NR from Atria Institute. So, sir is serving as the HOD there. And I know sir previously from my college, and I am more than happy and proud to say that I was sir's pilot batch in my college. I don't think there's any other better way to introduce sir. And I must say it is because of this one person C programming classes that we are surviving in the industry even today. So thank you very much, sir, for that. And I welcome you to our coffee club.
Pleasure mine. Thank you very much. A very good
Yes, sir.
response from you. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you,
And
sir.
one thing you mentioned the pilot batch. I am happy that you even remember that word. Thank you.
Yes, sir. How can we forget anything, the fun in the class or your way of teaching and, your way of making students turn into mentors and mentee and, mutually they learn and they teach. I think that was a wonderful way to have a programming class for all the students, be it somebody who's experienced previously or who's learning it as a newbie. So yes, that is always there with
Thank you.
us, not just me, my entire batch, of course. So yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, sir. So the next person in the panel, I would like to introduce Augustine Rayappa, sir. Sir has also been my mentor a lot of times in college, after college, and yes. So thanks to sir, because of whom I'm able to, host events today. I think, if it's better I cut short my description for sir, because if it goes too long, we will not have our discussion today. So welcome, sir. And he's going to be the
Thank
moderator.
you, Pooja. Yeah,
Yes.
thank you.
And we have Malar ma'am. We know ma'am from quite some time. Though a short period, but I must say we've known her well. She's always been there actively helping us with events, and we know ma'am from Toastmasters. And she is going to be the industry spokesperson today. So welcome, ma'am. And we have with us Arman, who's a student, who has been my student, who's currently Sir's Augustine Sir's student as well. And he is going to represent the student body. So welcome, Arman.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes. So before we begin, I would like to say that the questions will be posed to the panelists and any of them can start picking up. Anybody has anything to differ by opinion, you can always come up with that opinion. And panelists can raise questions among themselves or to other panelists. And as far as possible, it's a suggestion that you post, the question as a general question to the panelists, and anybody who would like to answer it will pick it up to answer. And yes, another detail I would like to mention is because of your work ethics or profession or anything, if there is any particular question that you do not want to answer, then you can always use the word called pass, with which we understand that yes, you cannot answer this question. And we will not continue that question for you based on your boundaries that you have. We respect and appreciate that. And yes, the last 10 minutes, we will keep it as a rapid fire round where we'll be asking questions on true or false. You can just answer it as true or false. So I hope that's fine. And with that, I would like to start. So the main agenda of having coffee club is that, students, especially who are going to join the college now, they do not know that what the industry requires, what the college or the academia requires, and is there a gap between the two? If it is there, how to bridge it? They do not know. So there are a lot of things we have to bring down to them as a reality. Only then they will learn what should be done further. Or that way it will help them decide the courses that they want to pursue or the industry that they want to get into after studies or how to choose a college. All of those, key factors and things we'll be discussing today. So yes, the first question that I would like to pose: how well do you think the current curriculum aligns with the demands of the modern workforce?
Okay,
Okay.
so yes, Deepu, go on.
Yeah. Thanks, Augustine.
Yeah, Deepu.
Truly telling, I want to convey you all one thing. Everyone are in a wrong phase that whatever we studied in engineering, for example, we study 64 subjects in engineering, and post engineering, we go to an employee for some ABC company. Everyone has an assumption that like whatever I study in my engineering is totally a waste. I'm sorry. Whatever curriculum it's there, it's obviously useful. For a fresher, yes, I agree. They need only your programming skill, but when you've been to a next level as a lead or manager after 5 years experience, I can give you a mini example. Most of my friends, my cousins who are more than 5 year experience, they come to me and they ask me, bro, don't mind, can you explain me the data structures? Can you explain me the logic of normalization in DBMS? They said about database management system. These are people who come because they lack in the basics in engineering. When they studied engineering, they feel data structure, algorithms, ADA, DBMS, many subjects totally waste. When they join to a company also they feel there's a waste, but when they go to a next level, when they want to apply for one company other company, then they realize the subject whatever we read is very useful. So I do believe whatever academic we align with respect to scheme or syllabus has an impact in a real time thing, that I agree on that. Because the people who design it, for example, we design, okay, now in our college we are an autonomous batch. So we design a scheme and syllabus where whenever we design a scheme and syllabus, we align with corporate norms. What are the corporate needs? So we think on it. We design the same way. But yeah, I always agree same thing. For example, 100% subject is not been useful, but 60 to 70% of the subject, whatever we take in the scheme of syllabus, that will be more useful. And I think next one, pass.
Okay. So what I would say is, universities when they set the syllabus, they keep a lot many things in mind and do it. And
Ah,
sometimes when it comes to tier 2 or tier 3 colleges, education is not imparted in the right way to students, and sometimes students are not in a situation to receive things in a right way. Maybe lot many situations are there at home or maybe here and there. So things are not given in an efficient way to students, and students are also not able to receive it in the right way. So when it comes to output, that is the employment or maybe whatsoever, it is going to affect it badly. So I think execution where we are failing. That is my point. Mother may have some other point to say.
So yeah. So when I was studying in the college, like how Deepak said, we have all the things as a basics. Now when I'm into like 2 years of experience, I get to know like the data warehouse and these basics. That is a I agree to that point. But one thing is like when we getting out of the college and being a fresher, so that time we face a lot of issues when we getting into a corporate, right?
correct.
So just want to ask like what and all steps a college is taking to make sure the freshers are okay at the beginning of the stage in workspace. So like soft skills and these things. Apart from that, technically, how college is helping a student to have that. So that kind of question I have. So can you please answer that?
Uh, Ma'am, adding a few add-ons to your points.
Mhm.
What I feel was like, I think even everyone agree the same thing. There was an era before the COVID where it was like every company from tier one, tier two, tier three, all three tiers company used to visit campus. They recruit how many number of people they want. But now the era has been changed. Now, including an Infi and TCS Wipro, two Tier B and Tier C company, they hardly come to a campus. The thing is, they are doing something called hackathons, something, or they do something called internships. These are two mode what most of companies are looking into it. One either by, for example, TCS host an hackathon, Wipro host an hackathon. They host an hackathon. The people who comes to a top in an hackathon, for them they recruit with a good pay, good salary. At the same time, they take few people as an intern. The difference between intern and an employee is, for example, th- there might be a good people like me where good in convincing, where day one I'll be very good. When the interviewer and me are sitting together, I speak very good, and they will get impressed on me. But when I put on bench, when they tell me to work, I'll not be able to work properly. I'm not able to deliver the things properly. So what they are doing is most of the company, instead of giving a full salary, they give a stipend of 10K, 15K to 12K, 20K. 10 to 20K, they give a stipend for 4 to 5 months. They gauge the people. Based on the gauge, they tell, okay, dude, I'll be taking you as an employee. So now, this is a strategy which is going on in most of the companies. So I think, yes, as you say, we are aligned with that also, and we are planning with that. uh, I think now, I think everyone agrees. The people who have been passed out, this is called as Gen Z people, and these Gen Z people are very good in communication. And one, they are very good in communication. They are very strong in everything. But at the same time, they don't have a thing like, for example, we, Augustine, and other people who love to be an employee rather than an entrepreneur. Okay, but these Gen Z people, no, they are totally different. They feel like, dude, I don't know, like to work under someone. And why should someone scold me? Why should someone uh, give me a time board? Why should someone give me something like ABC XYZ? Okay, and this is the major trick where it's going on nowadays, rather than the technical or the soft skill stuff.
Okay.
Okay, I have a question here. So I have a
Please.
question for everybody, and Deepak, you can answer it directly. Should college be held
Please.
responsible for unemployment of the passed out student?
Aha. Again, thank you. And as tricky question, I'm sorry. Truth. Okay, I'm not any of the management. I'm from a college. Okay, I'm not commenting on the management. Truly telling, college is nowhere a responsibility of a guy to make him skilled and to make placed. Okay, the skill and placement is, it should be born with you, Agasan. Okay, the thing is, I think you are aware. We do a training for a student from third sem, fourth sem, fifth sem, sixth sem. What the student does, okay, they attend like a theory class. As along with any theory class, they attend like a theory class. But the inclination towards them is not, see what we want, they want to get sharpened in soft skill training. And just now I heard like, they should be sharpened in everything: aptitude, soft skill, grooming things, everything. They have to be very good. But college is trying very hard. But one thing, Augustine, I think you are aware. Nowadays, the students are like, there are two category of students which I always see. One guy called introvert and one guy called extrovert. And the guy who is introvert, he is an guy who has a scale of 9 out of 10 in CGPA, or 8 plus out of 10 in CGPA. The guy who is extrovert, is percentage will be 6 on 10 or 7 on 10. But truth is, the guy who is extrovert, who will get placed early rather than introvert. For your answer, the college are getting placed for these extrovert people. The introvert people are not getting placed. Uh, they have to be more
So,
outspoken. That's the thing I have to
s-
say.
okay, I had one more question. Like colleges being
Please.
the center of ethics and morality, all these things, when they don't place the students 100%, but they put in the posters being placed 100%. Okay,
Okay.
how you
Again, uh, it's a tricky thing. Like, yeah, whenever any student comes, we assure everyone, like, we are going to place you 100% placement assurance, ABC explain the factor we do just for truly telling, it's a marketing strategy. I think you know about marketing. For example, okay, let me tell about one hair oil. Okay, there are many hair oil company who gives a marketing like, okay, put this hair oil, you get in hair in a bigger way. Like, I think even you are aware, like not every does the same thing. It's a marketing what the marketing people does. At the same time, but the college try to give a placement. You name a college, every college gets at least 40, 50 companies or 30, 40 companies. They try to get. But students are not trained of. Okay, the design of students ಏನು ಗೊತ್ತಾ? Uh, when I always tell to my students, I think you can come into my department. I have made a roadmap. I think that roadmap I love to share it whenever I'm free to you all. I made a roadmap. The students should be skilled ready when they're in fifth sem. Sixth sem is a place where they have to crack for internship. I always say to my student, dude, once you complete your sixth sem, you should never even come and tell me like, sir, placements illa. They should not even come and ask me, because they should be tailor made ready for internship, not for placements. Once they get into internship, they'll get a job. This is a strategy what's going on in most of the company. So we have to crack in this way rather than other ways.
Okay. Any
So,
other questions anybody has? Please put forward.
so I
Yes.
have a question, sir. Uh,
Please, please.
so what do you think the biggest misconception students have on your role as a HOD?
Oh, student perception conception towards me.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
I
Any
always say
kind of. What do you have
student.
seen?
Okay, one thing is first let me come to academics, then come to an other thing. Students feel like an HOD will give, for example, a subject called data structure, algorithm, database management system. There are a main core subject in CS, computer science, allied branch. Okay, students feel like my HOD will give a good faculty to teach or to deliver. Okay, again we fail. I accept it. I accept it. Okay, because we'll be having. I think I don't know. I think you are from HKBK.
What, sir?
He's
Arman,
from
you are from
different
which college?
college.
Arman?
Different college, sir.
Okay, Arman. If you are aware, I think you'll be having 4 to 5 sections or minimum 3 sections of 4 semester. Example, 4 sem. Data structure one subject. I can give one pro faculty for one section. But it's difficult for me to identify all three pro faculties for 3 sections. So here where I being an HOD, I fail. I'm not able to satisfy myself. Because students have the satisfaction like, okay, HOD is there, he'll give a good faculties to us. But yes, we fail. Then the next thing is with respect to placements, we assure the placement is 100%, 100%. Then counterpart, again, yes, we feel. But again, I'm not telling we feel. Arman, one thing I want to convey you, Arman. Placements is totally depend on a student, not on a college.
I'm not able to hear
Student
you.
has to be okay. Are you not able to audible? It's audible?
Yes,
I
sir. I
think
can
my
hear.
internet was slow.
Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, placement is all about a student skill rather than a HOD skill, faculty skill, college skill, nothing. Student has to be a skill based guy. I think nowadays I think you are aware or not. You name a college, every college hosts hackathons. And it's been proven to us that students get more skill when they attend hackathons. I'm not commenting they
Yes.
win hackathons. When they attend hackathons, they come to know, okay, dude, okay, this is what I have to design it. First hackathon. Second hackathon, they'll be prepared what should be done. Third hackathon, yes, they grow up. At least when they're attending, they themselves get improved up. Okay. This is what being an HOD, like, yeah, student believes that. But I try to promote as much as possible, Arman. I think like I promote my students to attend an event elsewhere, like apart from my colleges. And I try my best, but we have to see.
Yes.
So there's a question. Like, yeah, we know
Please.
at the end of the day, students are responsible for whatever happens to them. And somewhere I want you to point out few points where college is directly responsible for few things, but they're not ready to take responsibility.
Oh, question for me?
Yeah, for you. Head of the department, right? Make sure your
Let's
job is safe tomorrow.
yeah, my job will be safe. Okay, I think I
Okay.
always say one thing. I think Pooja remember this dialogue. Okay, I always say one thing to my student. I'm very good in convincing or confusing, and I'm very good in C factor because I'm married to a girl who starts from a C. So the confusing and convincing, I
And
can
you
do
have a
that better.
girlfriend also starting with C.
Perfect, dude. Perfect.
Go on.
Okay. Adalala. Okay, like. Uh, I'm sorry, Augustine, like for this. Okay, I'm not being an HOD, I'm telling this. Most of the okay, I'll tell you one direct thing, Augustine. Okay, I think you have to accept this. Any college, any management, you name ABC management, any management, they always feel one thing. next semester or next academic year, they have to get more admission with higher package, higher money. Then we come to
True.
commercial money. Okay.
Yeah.
When money involved, for example, last year I took one admission in computer science in 2 lakhs. Next year they feel it has to be 3 lakhs. How can you improve 2 lakhs to 3 lakhs? Only and only based on placements. Okay, Augustine, one thing. Any freshers come to a college, like for example, 12th passed those student or parents of those students. They come to college, they ask only one question to marketing team or to an HOD or to any other people. The first question they ask, e-college
Placement.
placement is yeah, correct? Highest package is two. ಎಷ್ಟು ಕಂಪ್ನಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ I'm sorry speaking Kannada. First thing, if this college has a placements, what's the highest package? How many companies will come? Will I be placed? This is the question they will ask and they get out.
Last question cannot be answered. Will I be placed?
I really laugh. See, even I see the same thing, Augustine. Okay, things, yes, they ask us. Okay, but the question is always arises like, uh, they don't ask who is the HOD of computer science branch, who is the faculty who teach a good subject, who is a principal, who is the office bearers. Do you feel any of these questions be asked by any of the students or parents?
They don't ask.
ಯಾರು ಕೇಳಲ್ಲ because they need only placement. See, when a management knows they need only placement, I always say most of the management, you name a college, most of the management are trying very harder to make their students to get placed. But ಏನಾಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, um, the statistics of getting placed is very less. I agree on this, but the management is trying very harder to get placed because nowadays I think even you are aware, you every college earlier, I'm telling, 5 years back, computer science only 60 students, electronics only 60 students, mechanical only 60 students, only 60 was a number. But now in one college, I don't have to name, in one college there are almost 560 seats of computer science, three 360 seats of information science. Only computer and allied science and data science and the computer science and design, artificial intelligence. In this all circuit branch, in one college there are 2,000 students. So now you tell me, how come a company get place all these people?
So my question is, as educators, shouldn't we share this concern? Shouldn't we take it to a really grand level that by not speaking or not by not voicing, we're actually failing the students, actually failing the next generation. We know what's going to happen. We know there won't be jobs, but still somewhere we're not able to voice in a top level, or maybe even we are not able to execute it. Even though we know it is like having the knowledge, but not able to execute a thing. So kind of a pain somewhere. So we feel it.
Yeah, I agree on this. I agree on your words. Okay, but a guy who really have a skill and knowledge, Allah, he always get a fruitful. He can never be like, I'm not pleased. I didn't get the salary what I expect. He can never be in that way. Okay, the guy who is skilled, he does it. The guy who is not skilled, he don't do it. I think there is always a tradition dialogue, Augustine. You remember or not? If you get skilled for these 4 years, you can earn money for 40 years. If you have fun for these 4 years, the next 40 years will be a burden for you. So, I think since decade back, this is the same
I
thing. Same.
and I need
So I have a
to
question.
put
Please,
Arman
please,
before
please.
that.
Yes, sir.
I need to say one point here. The
Yeah,
self-made students or self-made people in our country are very less, and students who realize that we have to study and do it, they are very less. Highly students are dependent on the faculties and colleges. So even if the number of students getting placed is lesser than the number of students not getting placed, and number of students
very.
getting failed is high. So if we can't just focus on 1% or 10% of the students who are really having good time or maybe good placement. What about the rest? Because if you look at the country, we have unemployment more than the employment, and youth are not getting it. At the same time, colleges, yeah, they are just doing their job, but somewhere What about the people who are not getting placed? We just can't put things like, okay, they didn't pay attention or things didn't work out. But somewhere we see it. It's not happening. It's not happening rightly. So we do our job and come back home, and somewhere uh, teacher's job is not done rightly. Maybe no satisfaction level. There is no satisfaction at the end of the day that our students are not getting placed.
Yes. I think, as an add-on for you, teachers are the people who are getting more painful when a student is not getting placed. For example, there are 100 students in your class, Augustine. I think even you have got pain, even I got pain as being. Forget about me being an HOD. I'm telling we both being a professors. Okay, so when there are 100 students in my class, only 30 students getting placed, and remaining 70 students are not getting placed, or vice versa. 70 placing getting placed, 30 not getting placed. Don't you feel you really feel hurt when these guys are my students? Why they are not placed? Because these guys are stuff. Okay, this is the many times what everyone have been felt the same thing. But teachers bad luck.
Arman, please put forward your
So,
question.
so my question is, you can answer it. It's a bit personal. It's on your point of view. So, sir, on your point of view, how do you see a student mental health or some kind of suicidal tendency?
Again, will you continue or shall I?
You take up, because
Okay.
it is directly for you. Yeah.
Okay. Arman.
Yes, sir.
Okay. For this add-on, no. One thing I want to means I always convey this to students. Nowadays, these people are called students called Gen Z. Okay. The Gen Z student, they are not face the failures. Okay, what do you mean by failures? Right? Okay, for example, me and Augustine, we used to go and play a cricket or a volleyball, or let's take an example of cricket. We both used to go play cricket, but we were extra people. But next day also we used to go play cricket. Again, the batting tested last order. Third day also we go and play cricket. And we played a cricket for more than 1.5 months as an extra man. Because we know one day I'll be middle order. Okay, but the Mojek audible.
Yeah, you're audible now.
Okay, the major concern is we were facing the failures. Okay, such that we were able to grow up ourselves. Okay, but now what has been happened is this generation people they are not able to face the failures. Simple, I'll tell you, Arman. Go to a class and tell. I'm telling in whole class there are a strength of 50 or 60 students. Okay, go to a class and tell them. Tell one guy you are waste, you are worthless, you are annoying in front of 50 people. I'll have a bet. Next day onwards, he won't come to college. Okay. And next day onwards, he won't come to college. He won't listen faculty's word. He won't even listen HOD words. Because if he assigned like, dude, someone who made me ashamed in front of 50 people and that. Because they feel insecurity. These are mental health. What is going on in recent trends? I think uh, not only this kind of assignment and student getting mental pressure when they go for exam. I've been seeing many people. Papa, I think one thing is I'm an HOD, so most of the parents and students calls me. Okay? Few students calls me. Okay, few students calls me. Few parents also calls me. Okay, and they say me one thing like, sir, ನನ್ನ ಮಗ ಬೆಳಿಗ್ಗೆ college ಬಿಟ್ಟ. I'm sorry. My son left a college in the morning. I don't know he attended exam or not. The truth is, he didn't even attend exam because he was almost into in front of a classroom, and due to a panic, he went to a park. He sat for 3 hours and he went to home. And just say it is the mental health of our students. So this mental health very difficult to handle, and that's the only reason. Nowadays, the only profession which is growing up is called counselors. The guys who are very good counselors, Allah, they're making money out of it.
Feeling jealous of it?
Yes, sir. Consulate.
Hey, good one, Agustin. Yeah, yeah. Actually, we being a teacher, Agustin, I think even you agree on this. We are a very good counselors. Okay,
Yeah, teachers can
without
be.
being a counselor, yeah, without being a counselor, we can never be a professors or we can never be a teachers. We are a primary counselor for everyone. Okay, but yeah, let them make money. No, nothing wrong.
So I think meeting is getting ended. I will send a link one more.
Sure.
I think there's only less than a minute. I think everybody quit. We will get a new link. That'll be better.